All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise and glory and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha Kodash. And also double honors I want to give to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and that teach well through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Wa Shalom, Wa Ba'arakim to the elect, beginning with the 144,000, which are scattered abroad and in every place, ready, and in every place, ready to slacking, redeem the time and ready to be saved. Shalom. All right. Another another quick one, man. You know, and this is pretty much an urgent message. All right. And this message is also, first and foremost for myself. All right, and you can see the title of the topic that I'm about to go into. All right, so yeah, man, we must keep our faith, man. In Yahweh Shemel Shai. As much as possible. All right. To the best of our ability, because we're in the flesh, man, and we ain't gonna be able to do nothing perfect. All right, we ain't gonna be able to be perfect here, man. All right, but we can level up. All right, we can surpass. The faith that these worldly people have. All right. And we that's required by Yahweh Shemel Shai that we continue to believe and have faith, trust in him, man. Because if you don't, you doubt him, man, that'll piss him off, man. All right? That'll piss him off. You see? Yeah, we know that as it is written, if you pray without believing, all right, you will not receive anything. But, furthermore, you are through your unbelief, you'll piss him off. And that would, cause judgment to come down upon you, man. All right? And this is something that, we don't touch on a lot. All right? But the Lord, he'll jack you up, man. Just for, not believing in him, man, not trusting in him. He'll jack you up, man. He'll do something terrible to you, man. All right? And what does it say in the book of Hebrews? Without faith, it's impossible to please him. All right, matter of fact, let me get that. It's the book of Hebrews. It's the book of Hebrews. It's the book of Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. That's right. So, and faith is a gift. And check it out. That gift ain't given to everybody, man. It's only given to a select few. And that's the elect. Right? So guess what? Everybody, that's why, look, everybody outside of the elect is going to die, man. All right? The scripture said, without faith, it's impossible to please him. Impossible. All right? Let's highlight that word. Impossible. I mean, there's nothing you can do, nothing you can say. Nothing, man. You cannot please him, man. It's impossible. All right? That's why faith is so important. You don't realize that until, like, I didn't really realize it until I grew in this truth, grew in this knowledge, all right, how important faith is. All right? That's why, hey, you of the elect, you may can get a little weak. Hey, the Lord will get mad at you, man. Because you have the gift of faith. Utilize it. All right? You have it. Not everybody has that gift, but you do. You got it. Utilize. And like I said, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Utilize that faith. You know, like they say in the world, it's like you take the leap of faith, man. Hey, sometimes you just, man, fuck it, man. Hey, you just gotta give it all to Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Cause we gonna go through things, and that's just mandatory. We gonna go through things, all right. And a lot of time, hey, like the scriptures say, they call them a trial, a test. He's trying you to see what you're gonna do. See if you're gonna see and see if you're gonna utilize the gift that he gave you, man, which is faith. All right? He don't just put us in these type of situations, all right? These dire situations, you know, these struggles for nothing. No, it's for you to exercise your faith. Because guess what? I'm going to say this, man. We into some times where, shit, man, you're going to need that faith to be exercised, man. You're going to need that faith. You're going to need that strong faith in the time to come. That's why we're going through. That's why our faith is being tested. All right? And I'm going to read this and go to 1 Peter. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them, right? And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. That's right. You see that? Now let me go to 1 Peter. All right, this is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 6. I start at 6. It said, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness. That's right. And a lot of brothers is in heaven in heaviness right now. You know, we watching this place and these people wax worse and worse. All right. You got demons, coming with their best shit, man. All right, cause we at the end, so it's gonna get tougher for the body. All right, it says, "Ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations." You see that? Manifold temptations. That the trial of your faith. You see that? The trial of your faith. All right. It says that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire. You see? Though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory. You see that? Your faith. The faith that you have, man. You see, because right now it's being tested. Like we reading it, it says that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire. When you go into the word tried, it means to be tested. And what's the fire? The fire is the afflictions that we go through. All right? The troubles that we go through. All right? It said, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Shai. That's right. You see? So right now, Yahweh Shai, he'll put you through situations, through the fire, to test your faith, man. All right? You see? So we have that gift to utilize it. So like I said, Yahweh Shai, he'll get pissed off at you, man. All right? When he sees that you don't trust in him, that you doubt him, man. All right? You see what happened with the apostles, before they were apostles, they were disciples. They didn't fully believe that Yahweh Shai rose from the dead. And what did Yahweh Shai do? Well, we're gonna get it. Let me see. I think it's in the book of Mark. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, this is the book of Mark, chapter 16, verse 13. It says, and they went and told it unto, well, you start at 11. It says, and they, when they had heard that he was alive, Yahweh Shai, and had been seen of her, believed not. You see that? Let me start at 10. It says, as she, which is Mary Magdalene, Magdalene, it says, and she went and told them, who was of them, the disciples. It said, and she went and told them that had been with him, you see, his disciples, as they mourned and wept. That's right. They were weeping, and they was down. They was in low spirits because of what happened to Yahweh Shai.
It says, and she went and told them that had been told them that had been with him, as they mourned and wept. All right, and it says, and they, when they had heard that he was alive and had been seen of her, believed not. You see that? Believed not.
So the apostles, the disciples, at the time they lacked faith. All right, their faith was weak. Rather, I'm gonna say that their faith was weak. All right, their faith was weak. All right.
It says, after that he appeared in another form unto two of them, as they walked and went into the country. Yep, the power of Yahweh Shai. It says, and they went and told it unto the residue.
You can read about that account in the book of Luke. All right.
All right, it says, and they went and told it unto the residue. Neither believed they them.
So they had two two or more witnesses, huh? And they didn't believe them not. So they was Salakia.
Yeah, so it was two or three or more witnesses, all right, that told of the matter, all right, and yet they believe not. Well, and what did it say in the law? All right, it says that in the mouth of when you go into and you can find it, and one of them I can remember right now is Deuteronomy 19 and 15. It says, at the mouth, what's that say? At the mouth of two witnesses, or at the mouth of three witnesses, shall the matter be established.
All right? Shall the matter be established, or true, or valid. All right?
You see? So, in Mark 16 and 12, it says, after it says, and they went and told it unto the residue, neither believed they them. Right. It says, afterward he appeared unto the 11. Yahweh Shai appeared unto them. Afterward he appeared unto the 11, as they sat at meat, and upbraided them. All right, with their unbelief and hardness of heart. All right, now let's get that word unbraided. Let's get that word unbraided real quick. Upbraided, Salaki.
Upbraid.
All right, it says find fault with someone, scold. All right, it says to rebuke, reproach, scold. All right, so Yahweh Shai, he cursed them out, man. Yeah, he raised his voice at them, man. He got loud with them. He cursed them out. All right. Right here, look what it say right here. To give someone a mouthful. All right. It says to talk or shout at someone in an angry, abusive, or severely critical way. And that's how Yahweh Shai approached them, man. You know, this is how they were accosted by Yahweh Shai, man, for that, because of their unbelief. All right. So once again, it says, afterward he appeared unto the 11 as they sat at meat, and upbraided them with their unbelief and hardness of heart, because they believe not them. You see that? Because they believe not them. All right. Because going back to the law, what does it say? In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, their testimony shall be established or valid. All right. It says, because they believe not them which had seen him, all right, after he was risen. All right. You see? And it says, oh yeah, that was the point. All right. So, Yahweh Shai, he cursed them out, man. Severely. You can imagine the disciples at that time too. And man, that was a scary moment, man. But you see, like the scriptures say in the book of Romans, the things that are written aforetime were written for our learning. All right, we have to understand that not believing in him and doubting him, hey man, that can cause him to move on you, man. And cause something to happen in your life that can hold you back, or put you in low spirits, man. And I'm gonna say this too, you got in this walk, in this thing of ours, man, Lord dealing with you, man, he'll show you that he's dealing with you, man. Myself, I know, you will pray for things, pray to get out of a certain situation, pray for a new job or whatever. The Lord, he'll come through. I know he's came through for me, man. All right? He'll come through. He'll show you that he's listening, that he hears your prayers. All right? And I always say this, that whenever he answers your prayers, all right? Whenever he answers your prayers, that shows that you have pleased him. All right? Because he's not going to answer your prayers and do something for you if you don't please him. All right? Let's just be real. But if he answers your prayers and he does things for you, that means he's pleased with you, man. All right? So I said that to say this. If you can look back, all right, and recollect those moments when he, intervened and brought you strength and aid, all right? If you can recollect those moments, all right, and yet you still doubt, and you yet still lack your you're still weak in your faith, hey man, that'll piss him off, man. He didn't showed you that he's dealing with you. He didn't showed you that he's with you, man. And yet you still believing in him. You know what that sound like? You know how they feel, man. How would you feel? You see? How would you feel? You got, you got a woman, right? You got a real wife or whatever. You show, you care for her, you do things for her, you buy things for her. You show her your love, man. All right? But and you show that you know what I'm saying, you man, but then when things get bad, things get shaky. All right? And I'm gonna say this: it's when you showing her, you doing things for her, you showing her affection. Things are going good, right? Everything's all good. She trusting you. She sees that you are her security, because that's what I don't give a damn. That's what every woman look for in a man is security. A man that can provide. All right. So everything's going good, and shit. She trusted you. She trusted your security. But when the shit get bad, you might lose your job. Whatever. Now here it is. She don't trust in you no more. She don't believe in you no more, man. Then she'll walk out on you. You know how you see how that'll make you feel? That'll piss you the fuck off. You see? That'll piss you off, man. Make you want to, do something to her. Let's just be real here, Make you want to, fuck her up, man. Like, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, how much more you have about Shemal Shah? He has showed you plenty of times. All right? And I'm speaking to brothers out there, man, because I know for a fact that the Lord has, been there for brothers, plenty of times, man. All right? He showed you plenty of times that he's there. He got you. He might not come on your time, all right? But he's always on time, like they say in the world, And that's a true statement, man. That's a true statement, all right? He's got you. And yet, when shit get shaky a little bit, hey, you start, losing your faith. I mean, you start getting weak in faith, man. I don't know, Lord. I don't know this time. I don't know about this time. Hell nah, man. Nah, man, he will stump you out. All right? I'm speaking, spiritually. He will fuck you up, man. That's gonna piss him off, man. All right? And once again, I'm speaking to myself, man, first and foremost, man. I gotta just say that one more time. I gotta put emphasis on that. All right? So we gotta try our best to and I believe, I truly believe brothers is growing in faith. I believe brothers' faith is way stronger than it was last year and the year before that. All right? But we still in the flesh. We still growing. We ain't perfect yet. All right? We're not perfected yet. So we still got work. We still got a lot of growing to do. All right? But this was just on my spirit, man, to bring out, because this is important, man, to understand. All right? The Lord you will, man, bring that his wrath upon you, man, if you show disbelief, man. That's why myself now, I'm like, shit, I don't even want to think about this. Think about not having faith, man. All right, because man, I don't want him to really, disappoint me, man. And also, I don't want him to bring my, because you might fear, like, damn, the Lord, what if the Lord forsake me and not allow me to get a new job? Hey, the Lord, you'll piss him off, and he might actually have that happen to you, man. He known for bringing your fears upon you, man. All right. And of course, if you are the elect, he'll have mercy. He will have mercy on you. and and bring you out of it. But he'll still teach you a lesson, man. That's what I'm saying here. He'll still teach you a lesson. All right. So keep your faith, man. And I'm gonna close it out with this in the book of Psalms. Just to give an account. All right, this is the book of Psalm 78. Man, all this is good, but you see, I'm gonna start at verse 13. It says, He divided the sea. He divided the sea and caused them to pass through. Right. It's going back into the ancient days, all right, when we was delivered. When we was delivered, all right, from ancient Egypt, all right. It says, He divided the sea and caused them to pass through. Right, who? The Israelites. It says, and He made the waters to stand as an heap. In the daytime, He also, in the daytime also He led them with a cloud. That's right. In the daytime also He led them with a cloud. And it's known as a cloud, that cloud was a chariot. All right, but those chariots can be cloaked with a cloud. All right, because what does a cloud do? It gives you shade. It gives you shade from the heat from the sun. All right, and that's what was going on here. All right, that chariot was covering them, and this was a mass ship. All right, He said, in the daytime He also led them with a cloud, and all the night with in all the night with a light of fire. That's right. It says, damn. Man, that's heavy, man. It says he clave the rocks in the wilderness and gave them drink as out of the great depths. So this is, miracles. Matter of fact, the subtitle right here is it says God's great and marvelous works. Right? Because and I'm basically, the point is in like 23 and 2. I'm just reading into it. All right. It says, He clave the rocks in the wilderness and gave them drink as out of the great depths. He brought streams also out of the rock and caused water to run down like rivers. And they sinned yet more against Him by provoking the Most High in the wilderness. And they tempted the Most High in their heart by asking meat for their lust. That's right. So outwardly, they asked for meat, they asked for food, but inside, in their mind, they was like, okay, let's see if He can do it. Basically testing Yahweh Shema Shai, man. They let's see if He can do it. All right. So them asking that it wasn't insincere. It wasn't sincerely done. It wasn't sincerely asked. All right. It was done deceitfully. Okay. So that's why it says right here, and they tempted the Most High in their heart. by asking meat for their lust. That's right. Yea, they spake against the Most High. They said, can God furnish a table in the wilderness? Behold, he smote the rock, that the waters gushed out, and the streams overflowed. You see, so Israel, they seen what he done. They acknowledge him. They acknowledge that. All right. And it says, can he give bread also? Can he provide flesh for his people? So they was putting, and that's these same Israelites today, man. Them same Jakes back then. That was back then. Those same Jakes today. You know, they put the Heavenly Father in a box, man. They limit his power. Okay? So you can't do that. All right? So he said, behold, he smote the rock, that the waters gushed out, and the streams overflowed. Can he give bread also? Can he provide flesh for his people? Right. Therefore, the Lord heard this. Therefore, the Lord heard this and was wroth. Right. One of those messengers, man, they went back and told him. All right. What was said. Okay. He said, therefore, the Lord heard this and was wroth. Yeah, he was pissed off, man, because they doubted. You know, they limit his power, man. He said, therefore, the Lord heard this, which his name is Yahweh. Let me see, Slaki. Yeah, I'm reading that again. It says, therefore the Lord heard this and was wroth. So a fire was kindled against Jacob. Yeah, that's those laser beams, man. Eviscerated. All right? Eviscerated they were. Okay? Or set their ass on fire, man. Turn them to nothing. Can you imagine that? All because they doubted. And that's what's going to happen to a lot of these Israelites, man. You see, this, like I said, for the things that are written aforetime or written for our learning, all these 2/3, hey, matter of fact, that's why it's written right here. What is that? Salakia. Let me get this real quick. In the book of Ezekiel. Because just like they didn't believe and they doubt him, you got 2/3 that they don't trust in his truth, in his word, his gospel, and they're going to be eviscerated, man. All right? Salakia. Let me get this real quick. Let me see. All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 20, in verse 35. It says, and I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face. Verse 36 says, like as I pleaded with your fathers. And we reading about that now in Psalms 78. It says, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, said the Lord power. Right? You see that? Shooting those laser beams. at these wicked Israelites, man. All right. Damn, that's good, man. Right here. You see, it said, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, said the Lord power. Damn. So going back to Psalm 78 and 21, it said, therefore the Lord heard this and was wroth. So a fire was kindled against Jacob. Yeah, those laser beams. Then it says, and anger also came up against Israel because they believed not. Now listen to this. And anger also came up against Israel because they believed not in the Most High and trusted not in his salvation. And trusted not in his salvation. That's right. So they didn't believe that he could save them, that he can truly save them. All right. They didn't believe in that, man. That he can bring them out of any situation, of any life-threatening situation, any dire situation, detrimental situation. All right. They didn't believe in that. So that's why anger, I'm read that again. And anger also came up against Israel because they believed not in the Most High and trusted not in his salvation. You see? So that's why I said, man, gotta be careful, man, because that'll piss the Yahweh Shemel Shah off. You get into whatever situation you in, brothers, or you few sisters, whatever situation you in, don't even think about it. Pray about it. All right? And once you pray about it, leave it. Hey, believe in that prayer. Believe that he's gonna do it. All right? Because he dealing with you. Trust me, he is, man. He will. Just gotta believe in him. Cause shit, man, what's not believing, what's stressing about it gonna do? Nothing. But make the situation worse. All right. So it says, and anger also came up against Israel because they believed not in the Most High and trusted not in his salvation. Now listen up. Though he had commanded the clouds from above. All right. So that's why I say, you can recall the things he done for you when he came through for you. All right. If you can recall those moments, you have no business not believing in him, man. Not trusting in him. All right. Because this is what those wicked Israelites did. We're reading about it right now, man. All right. We don't want to forget about what he has done for you. Like they forgot. They forgot the miracles. They forgot what we reading it. We didn't read the whole thing, but this is what this is going into. They forgot what he done for them. They forgot the miracles that he transpired. That he manifested. The power that he showed them. They forgot about that, man. And doubted him. Trusted not in him. All right. So once again, it says, and anger came up against Israel because they trusted not in the Most High and trusted not in his salvation. Though he had commanded the clouds from above. And that's those chariots. Those are not actual clouds. You had those spaceships. All right. They were around. The angels, they were around. All right. You see, he said, though he had commanded the clouds from above, right? Those spaceships, and opened the doors of heaven, right? The doors of those chariots, all right? And it says, and had rained down manna upon them to eat. and had given them the corn of heaven. You see that? So he rained down food, which is manna, from those spaceships, from the so-called, those chariots, those so-called UFOs, which they're known as chariots. All right? It said man did eat angels' food, right? So this proves that those clouds, those are angels piloting those ships. All right? So, but even though he did that, they still doubted him, man. You see? Yeah. It says, and let's read on. It says, he caused an east wind to blow in the heaven, and by his power he brought in the south wind. He rained flesh also upon them as dust, and feathered fowls like as the sand of the sea. Down. And he let it all fall in the midst of their camp, round about their habitations. So they did eat, right? So they did eat. Yeah, they did eat. It says, and were well filled, for he gave them their own desire. That's right. They were not estranged from their lust. But while their meat was yet in their mouths, the wrath of the Most High came upon them, and slew the fattest of them, and smote down the chosen men of Israel. It says, for all this they sinned still, and believed not. All right, so it's a sin to not believe in Yahweh Shema Shai, man, and his power and what he can do. That's a sin. So this is why, all right, it pisses him off. All right, because that's a sin. You know, transgression of the law, to not believe in him and what he can do for you. All right. He said, for all this they sinned still, and believe not for his wondrous, and believe not, right, for his wondrous works. You see? All right. It said, for all this they sinned still, and believe not for his wondrous works. All right. He said, therefore their days did he consume in vanity, and their years in trouble. All right. So yeah, man, that's the point on that. The point has been made. All right. So yeah, man, we gotta continue to believe. We don't want to piss Yahweh Shema Shah off because of our unbelief. All right. So yeah, Lord, when that was edifying. Until next time, shalom.